Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to my channel. Hope you're all preparing well for your JLPTs. In this channel, you're going to learn N3 Kanjis the real easy way using radicals. If you're already preparing for JLPT N3, you would be well aware that radicals are graphical components of a kanji. A radical could also be a standalone kanji, but in most cases, they are small parts of a bigger kanji. So without further ado, let's jump into our first kanji. The first kanji we are going to see here is the kanji for park or garden. The key readings for this kanji are koen and gakuen. Koen means park and gakuen means campus. Now, we are going to break this kanji into smaller radicals and use a mnemonic to remember it well. The first radical that we are going to see here is the samurai radical. Actually, this kanji uses the earth radical instead. There is only a subtle difference between these two radicals. In case of earth radical, the horizontal line below is longer than the horizontal line above, and in case of samurai, it is the vice versa. The horizontal line below is smaller than the horizontal line above. Now, for ease of use, we are going to imagine the first radical to be samurai. Now, let's go to the second radical. This is an imaginary radical which I have created on my own, and that's the reason why I followed this with a hashtag. I call this radical the lady in kimono. Now, let's go to the third radical, which is the enclosure radical. Putting all these three radicals together, we arrive at the mnemonic samurai and his lady in kimono are walking inside the park. Once again, samurai and his lady in kimono are walking inside the park, which is our kanji. And you can also use this picture below to remember this kanji well. So let's go to the next kanji. The second kanji is the toi kanji, which means distant or far away. The first two radicals of this kanji are same as the previous kanji, the samurai and the lady in kimono. So we directly jump into the third radical, which is the radical for path, and in this case we are going to remember it as the radical for walk. Putting the three radicals samurai, lady in kimono and walk together, we arrive at a mnemonic. Samurai and his lady in kimono are walking to a distant place together. So, distant is our kanji, and once again you can use this picture to remember this kanji well. Let's jump to the next kanji. The third kanji of our session is the kanji for continue or series. The key reading for this kanji is suzuku, which means to continue or to keep up. Now, let's take a look at the radicals. Firstly, we have the radical for thread, which is the ito radical. Then, we have our samurai radical. Here, we are using the proper samurai radical, where the horizontal line below is smaller than the horizontal line above. And finally, we have the radical for two legs. Putting all these three radicals, thread, samurai and two legs together, we arrive at a mnemonic. Samurai will continue his journey on two legs to find his red thread. If you don't know what a red thread is, it is the thread of fate which connects destined lovers as Asian belief. So, once again I repeat the mnemonic. Samurai will continue his journey on two legs to find his red thread. So, let's go to the next kanji. The fourth kanji is the kanji for increase or add. The key readings for this kanji are so, which means increase, fueru, which means to increase or to multiply. The radicals involved are samurai, 2 squares and 4 squares. Once again, we are going to imagine the earth radical to be samurai for ease of use. The second radical is actually the radical for day or nichi, but here we are going to imagine this to be the radical for 20 grams. And the third radical is again something imaginary, and we are going to call it the radical for 40 grams. So all of these three radicals together form our mnemonic. Samurai increased his salary from 20 to 40 grand. So increase is a kanji. Inside the mnemonic, Samurai increased his salary from 20 to 40 grand. So let's jump to the next kanji. The final kanji today is the kanji for kosu, which means to surpass or to cross over. The radicals involved here are all imaginary, so I have broken this kanji into three simpler radicals for ease of use. So the first radical is the radical for yacht, which comes from this part, and the second radical comes from the right section, which is the radical for boat, and finally we have the third radical for wave. Putting all these three radicals, the yacht, the boat and the wave together, we have our mnemonic. A boat is crossing over or surpassing a yacht. I repeat the mnemonic. A boat is crossing over or surpassing a yacht, where crossing over or surpassing is a kanji. You may again use the image below to remember this kanji well. Thank you all for your time. Please do subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and also feel free to post your comments on these videos. Thank you.